Hello, Miss Amigos, you're so H2FH show, and we're back in that episode of If My Heart Had Wings. Now, where we last left off, we were helping Kotari complete her bucket list. For reasons why she's completing her bucket list now, we have no idea, but we decided to help her, so hopefully she'll see that we care about her, and we appreciate her, and hopefully she won't leave us. Let's see how it goes. That is how Aga and I ended up going with Kotari, against her wishes, to clear the things remaining on the list one by one. By the way, as far as urgently searching for members for the club goes, last night, we came up with a possible prospect. That's why we're going with Kotari. Ah, okay, smart I am, yes.
That's enough! Now go to school, you two!
Said Kotari while stroking the cat, but we don't listen. Okay, next is Pedigree at Ito's house. Aga pointed and read. Stroke the head of a big dog in the neighborhood. It's really scary, but it might be unexpectedly friendly. If possible, I like to ride around on its back. From the list. The Ito family are rich and have a well-known and very large dog called Pedigree that roams around freely in their garden. When we were kids, it was rare to see such big dogs, and we would often watch him lumbering around the spacious lawn. I like to ride around on its back. So far, I've lifted up Kotari on 2 occasions. Both times, she was light as a feather. Well, perhaps that's exaggerating slightly, but she was really light.
If it's Kotari, she should just about be able to do it. He is a St. Bernard after all.
Pedigree is a St. Bernard. They're pretty huge. While seriously considering Kotari's silly idea, we headed toward the Ito's house.
Phew, I've started to sweat,
said Aga as she puts the baggage down on the grass.
But there's a breeze here, which feels good.
I know. Just feel that breeze. Watch my hair flow through the wind like I'm in an ad. Okay. Today's dry and sunny, and the temperature isn't that high. It's quite hot in the sunlight, but there's a nice breeze. Here, I throw a sports drink to Aga.
Oh, thanks.
There's one for you too, Kotari. I take some orange juice from the convenience store bag and pass it to Kotari.
Thanks!
Do you want to sit down here?
Huh?
Aga, give me a hand, would you? Aga, who looks like she's enjoying her sports drink, gets up and comes over.
What are you doing?
I want to put you down here.
There's no need! Oh, I see.
I leave lifting up Kotari to Aga and tell her how to do it, while I give a hand from the side.
Okay, here we go. Whoa.
Thanks! Kotari sits down on the grass and looks comfortable as she stretches her back.
Ah, my butt was getting a bit hot.
It seems that wheelchairs can get quite hot in the summer. I presume so.
Okay, time for the lunch boxes.
The time is now 12:30. It's exactly the time for lunch break. We spread out the lunch boxes that we brought, and the juice and snacks we brought from the convenience store. We don't have a sheet, but it feels like we're having a picnic.
Okay, let's eat.
Okay! I've made mine and Kotari's lunch boxes, and Aga had brought her own.
Munch, munch. Oh, you've got a burger, Kotari. Hey, you want to trade it for my spring roll?
Sure!
Alright.
What? Aga? Sorry to say this, but you don't need that burger. I mean, girl, no, you don't need it. You don't need it. Aga looks like she's enjoying the burger that she just got by trading as she wolfs it down. Like I said, you don't need that burger, girl.
Are you? You're good at cooking, aren't you? Makes me lose my confidence as a woman.
Your mom's good at cooking, though, isn't she?
No. I can't be compared to a career housewife.
Oh, Kotari, what's wrong? Kotari's face seems to say that she really wasn't suited for the situation, as she quietly ate her lunch. However, she didn't look as irritated as she was before. Aga either hadn't noticed, or was pretending not to have noticed, and carried on behaving the same way she always does.
This is the first time I skipped school. The only time that I thought I wanted to take the day off was the day of injection. But if you can hang out with your friends like this, Maybe it's okay sometimes. Oh yeah. I mean, I skip school a lot. And look at me, I'm fine. So it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I think it's cool. It's pretty cool, said Ageha playfully. She seems quite excited about skipping school for the first time. If your mom finds out, she's totally gonna kick your ass. I can't believe this game put a cuss word in the game. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This game's on my good side now. Aga's mother doesn't hold back when she gives her daughter a kick in the ass. A big kick too. Many times. Like when Aga and I got caught playing tricks. Those kicks are big, heavy, and painful. That's why you can't tell her. Okay, I got it. She kicked me too for something like this. I say that, but I don't want her to worry unnecessarily. Hey, what's next? We all look at the notebook. We managed to finish 5 of them this morning. As for pedigree, the Edos recognized Ageha and they led us into the garden. We weren't able to have her ride on his back, but Kotori gave Pedigree a hug, so we continued that as a success. In the end, it was quite tough for her to roll around and play with him. Pedigree probably weighs more than Kotori. I presume so. On top of that, he licked her all over her face, and she looked like she was full of emotion. Go to Cafe Flags. Aga reads out from the list. Where is that? It's over there, in Windy. I don't need to go there. Kotori, who had suddenly gotten red, drew a line through the entry with a red pen. Aga whispers into her ear. Is there somewhere you want to go there with? No, it's just your misunderstanding. Question mark, I say to myself. Why can girls be so confusing? I mean, women. I respect women, but come on. Something was said to Kotori, and now she's desperately trying to cover something up. What could it be? It's quite a grown-up cafe. It's run by a famous pastry and has delicious sweets. Do you want to go there? I said no! It was just a misunderstanding! I just heard someone talking about it at school, so I thought it sounded good, that's all. I didn't know about that kind of place. That kind of place? It's not just a normal cafe? It's aimed at couples. There are tons of customers like that. Oh, so that's why Ageha asked that question. I just noticed. Kotori, you're blushing. Kotori, you want cock? I can give you. I give you plenty. It's okay, Kotori. No need to hide the fact that you are madly in love with me. Every girl is, even Ageha here. We're best childhood friends, but she is madly in love with me. I'm kidding, Ageha. Yeah, you better, see? You don't tell Kotori this shit. It's between me and you, see? I got it, okay? The young woman in Kazurigara goes there on dates, so going there is kind of a status symbol. I really didn't know about it! Pow! Kotori points at me. She's strongly denying it, but it's not like I really have any suspicions about it. Why don't you go with Ayo? Huh? What are you talking about? I didn't write anything about that! Check the notebook. Check the notebook. God dang it, Ayo, check the notebook. See if she wrote anything else about that cafe. Please. 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 Kotori had gotten red and was looking down. Kotori, it's okay. You can say your feelings out loud. I mean, I know senpai is my #1, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm always here for you, Kotori. Well, I don't mind. Is the place expensive? The cakes are about 800 yen per piece. The tea is about the same price. That's a little steep. The homemade mild fury... I'm sorry if I mispronounced anything in this game. It's one of the most popular things on the menu and is really delicious apparently. That's 1,300 yen. For one cake?! I guess it is in the same place as the supermarket that sells high-grade marble meat for 29.80 yen for 100 grams. For doing the work of the dorm mother, I can get a small allowance from my mom, so next month will be okay. I just told you I don't need to go! I just heard from someone that it's a really trendy shop that sells delicious cakes and tea! As for going down a date with a boy,
I never said I wanted to do that! I never said it! Mostly important because she said it twice. I was overwhelmed by her vigor and nodded in agreement without saying anything. But really, there was just a lot of blood flow. Oh my god. Alright, that's the end of that conversation. As she one-sidedly dropped that subject, she used the pen to thoroughly blot out that entry. There we go. It might have bled through to the other side of the page. Oh yeah, you look a little disappointed, don't you? Huh? No, I don't. You have a sweet tooth, don't you? Yeah. I wouldn't get disappointed about something like that. Besides, did I really look disappointed? Do I ever look disappointed? I'm always happy. Always. Ageha cleared away the lunch boxes and opened a bag of snacks. We bought a lot because it felt like we were going on an excursion. While Ageha eats some preach snacks, she takes another look at the notebook after Kotori had finished blotting it out. Speaking of which, we were in the middle of talking about what to do next. Hey, what's that? Ageha was looking at the entry at the #1 spot on the list. It was written much bigger than the other entries. I want to pass through the passage of cloud. She wants to go in the sky. Aw, Kotori. Don't worry, Senpai will help us all. Senpai will do it. I trust in her. I believe in her. She's my senpai. Yeah, I thought that was quite mysterious too. What is that? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? I'm not the one who wrote this, answered Kotori while crunching the French snacks that Aga had given her. Now that she mentions it, the handwriting is different. Eat as much Harken Dart as I want, and so on are written in nice, uniform writing. Compared to the meticulous, neat handwriting, I want to pass through the passages of cloud was written in a way that seemed bold and spirited. So, who wrote it? The owner of the notebook. It was already written in here when I found it. There are a few entries written in this unbridled fashion, and below are neatly written entries. Kotori had added to it, continuing from what someone else had written. You found it? What do you mean? I found it in my room, when I came to Flying Fish Manor. It was hidden in a gap between the shelves. So, this isn't your notebook then? That's right. Maybe it's a diary of someone who lived there before. When she says that it's a diary, I feel hesitant to just go ahead and open it. Had Kotori read it? Does that mean you continue writing someone's diary? Without thinking, Aga and I both made a face like, why? While Kotori remained quiet. I don't think that's it, because it would be a shame to waste someone's used pages. The thing that I was more concerned with was, I want to pass through the passages of cloud. What is a passage of cloud? If it's clouds we're talking about, then Senpai can help us. I look up. There was a blue sky and a few clouds, and then a giant windmill. The windmill blades, moving around slowly in the wind, look a lot like the wings of a glider. Glider? Flying? Senpai? Senpai's making a glider. Oh my god, we figured out how to get to the clouds! Like we did already. Okay then, next is donate blood. Let's all go have our blood taken. Yippee! That sounds great. Phew, that last one was a bit of a toughie. My eyes are still flickering. The last thing we did was complete Lady and Silvergun, the final entry on the list. If you're wondering what that is, it's a shoot-'em-up game, and until just now, we were at the video game arcade, where we finally completed it by repeatedly using continued and taking turns. Because it was so hard, it made getting to the ending all the more impressive. Wow, it's a real masterpiece, isn't it? I'm no good at shoot-'em-ups. The best at this game was Ageha, then Kotori. It seemed that Kotori had played it from time to time when she skipped school before. She must have gotten mad with the incredible difficulty of the game and said, one day I will complete this game, and added that to the entry to the notebook, it seems. We had spent 3,000 yen to complete it. I hope that's not a lot. Does that mean we've cleared everything on the list? Yeah! We also finished the entries that Kotori hadn't written while we were at it. The only one left was to pass through the passage of clouds. Since we didn't know what that meant,
We had virtually cleared the whole list. Now that we finished it, doesn't it feel like it all ended a bit too quickly? I'm glad we finished it before dinner. You're right. If we want to hang out, we should do it again some other day. Oh, what's wrong? What's up?
Nothing.
Cory's expression seems dark. The same as Ageha. It looks like she feels unexpectedly disappointed now that it's all over. Like it wasn't enough.
Alright, I'm hungry. I think I better head back now.
Hopefully your mom won't find out about this.
It's okay. Our home teacher isn't that diligent.
But Hotaru is quite serious. If she realizes that you hadn't gone to school, she might tell your mom, right?
Ugh. If that happens, I'm taking you down with me.
Please don't. What? How could you? Are you gonna tell on me?
It's been 5 years. You should go and get a kick in the butt from my mom,
she said jokingly, and turned to face Kotori.
Thanks for today. Thanks to you, Kotori. I had a real good time.
Yeah.
Okay, see you tomorrow,
he said with a smile and turned to leave. With a spring in her step, she walked up the gentle slope. Kotori went to say something, so Ageha stopped walking. Kotori looked down and faltered as she spoke. This time, she looked like she was about to cry. Ageha waited for a little while for Kotori to open her mouth, patiently. Oh, jeez. I wish we knew what was wrong. I feel like a jerk and bad for making Kotori feel like it so sad. However, Kotori didn't say anymore.
Hey, Kotori.
Question mark?
The truth is, I came around today because I had something I wanted to talk about.
Something you wanted to talk to me about?
Let's be in the swimming club together. I heard it from Ayo. You know a lot about gliders, don't you? You always had fun when you went to the garage, didn't you? If we were in the club together, it would definitely be great fun. Every day would be like today. I'm sure of it, don't you think?
Aga closed her mouth and waited for a reply. There was no mistake that Kotori was in two minds. She was certainly interested in gliders, so I think she would actually really like to enjoy the soaring club. That's why now, she might be able to express those feelings.
I said I wouldn't do it, didn't I? But why?
Just because. It's got nothing to do with you.
Is it me?
Kotori. I thought you wanted cuck. Come on, is it me? Or is it Senpai? If it's Senpai... You must not mess with my Senpai. Sorry. Aga's expression dropped at Kotori's blunt refusal.
Why did you say it like that? I wonder.
Because you're sticking your nose in.
If you feel this way, don't you think that's why you don't get involved in class?
This time Kotori seemed irritated by Aga's remark.
Well, excuse me for getting more involved. I don't go kissing up to be everyone's friend like certain somebody, that's all.
Kissing up to people?
Hold it. Calm down. Both of you.
Ayo, stay out of this. I'm going to get the girls if she continues to run her goddamn mouth. I was trying to be friendly here, see? But now she's making me gonna have to get the girls, see?
Ayo.
Cook.
You make a good point. Alright. I won't get the girls this time, Carter. You're lucky.
Why are you arguing all of a sudden? I step in so they can't ignore me. After we had such fun today, let's just cut it. Whoa! Aga pushed me aside like I was in her way. It's no good. It looks like she's quite pissed off about the kissing up comment.
I don't agree with the way everyone has behaved recently. Of course you would feel angry at them for speaking to you like that. However, I also think that you have some negative points.
Like what?
See? That's what I mean.
Aga pointed her finger at Kotori's face as if to say, there, unrefutable evidence. Jeez.
You're always so, how do I say, defiant. That's why everyone misunderstands you. Like how we were hanging out today. Couldn't you have opened up a little?
Thank you for your kindness. I never asked for it though.
You don't have to say it like that. You're really pissing me off.
You really are kind.
Question mark?
What? Wait.
I know about it. The reason why you've been speaking to me so much is because our teacher asked you to.
Faltering for a moment from hearing Kotori's words, Aga stayed tight-lipped. Her cheeks went red. I...
Or is the reason why you're being so kind to me because you feel sorry for me? I'm sick of being treated like that.
Kotori told her, and turned her wheelchair sideways.
Goodbye.
Hey! With that, she left by herself. Ageha. It's fine. What she said, it's all true. But that's not the reason why you did it, though, is it? Aren't you also being misunderstood? Oh my god. You weren't trying to be her friend. You were just trying to make her feel better. I don't know how relationships work. God, these are so confusing, so hard. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I'll go now. Ageha, this time looking like she didn't want to talk, with trembling shoulders, climbed the gentle slope. I watched her for a moment as she left and then hurried back to the dormitory. Jeez. So much fighting. Can't we all just get along? Kotori. Hey, Kotori. Bang, bang, bang. Hat came out as we protested about the noise. Hey, is your buddy in here? Get out of the way, will ya? I move Hat out of the way and take a peek into Kotori's room to the duck door. Damn, Hat's in the way, I can't see. Hey, you mustn't do that. Kanako, has she come back yet? It looks like she's still not back. Did something happen? Yeah, kind of. Can I ask you to prepare dinner? Huh? Me? Please? You're joking. I can't do that. I'll just eat it all. Whatever you must do, just please make sure everyone's okay. Please. Well, you're the one who asked me. Don't blame me for whatever happens. Alright. I don't really trust you that well because I feel like you're going to eat all the food, but I don't have anywhere else to go to. Kotori. I've had it with all of them. I've washed my hands of all of them. That's not what it looks like, though. I call out to her, but without surprise. Kotori looks at me for a moment before quickly looking back at the lake. At night, the lake looks like a vast black mass of darkness lying sideways. On the other side is Windmill Hill, which looks beautiful when illuminated. Since she hadn't come back to the dormitory, I guess that she might be here, and this is where I found her. What are you doing here? A self-assessment? I say in a light-hearted way, but she doesn't answer. Let's go back. It's almost time for dinner. Kotori shook her head. You can't stay here, can you?
No way! I don't want to go back.
Why not?
I don't want today to end.
She mumbled quietly as her cheeks quivered for a moment. What do you mean?
If I go back to my room, it will all be over. Today was so much fun. I don't want it to end.
It sounded like she was getting tearful.
It's been so long since I spent time with friends like this.
Kotori.
Even so, it ended with an argument.
Yes, that's true. You can't round off a fun day with an argument. For me too. Today was an unbelievably fun day. It was like going back to when I was a kid, playing stupid pranks from morning until sunset. Right now, the thing that makes me feel a little pleased is the fact that I know that Kotori feels the same way. Sorry, I skipped a few dialogue. I was speaking and he said about Ageha. I didn't see the things that happened in the class, so I can't really say, but she's a simple person, so I don't think she would have done what the teacher asked if she didn't want to.
Yeah.
However, even if she hadn't been asked, she's the type who would do it anyway. That sometimes causes problems though, right? I said jokingly, and Kotori smiled a bit.
Yeah, I know.
And today, she wasn't asked to, but she skipped school with us, didn't she? That was the first time she had skipped school, and only stuck with us because that's how things turned out. She's not a bad person. Maybe she really thinks that she wanted to be your friend. That's what I think. Even Naga wouldn't go this far just for the sake of being kind. Aww. It's nice. See, if this all ends well, you can both get cuck. Why am I so weird?
My
Hmm?
legs became like this 2 years ago. I was in an accident when I was on vacation. Until then, I was just like you and her, walking around, running. I had lots of friends and I was in a sports club. I played volleyball.
Really? I imagine Kotori jumping from the floor and launching an attack on the opponent's court. No doubt about it. She would have been brilliant. Spectacular.
Then, my legs were injured in the accident, and now I wouldn't be able to live without a wheelchair. The school I went to didn't have any elevators, and there were steps all around the school.
A step of as little as 5 centimeters is a huge obstacle for a wheelchair.
Even going to school became a huge problem. The life I had before the accident, going to eat hamburgers with everyone after school, going to buy clothes, those things that made people take for granted. I couldn't do a single one of them. When all my friends that I was close to had realized, everyone kept their distance. I guess that's obvious because we couldn't hang out together.
That can't be true. If they were your friends, they wouldn't care. They can still hang out with you. Yeah, true friends will stay. Don't let fake friends fool you. True friends will stay with you to the end. Saying that might just be oversimplifying things, though. At the very least, that is your actual experience of it.
One time, in the whole room, the teacher noticed that I was isolated from the others and said this: "Kotori has been through so much. Let's all try to get along with her." I was really shocked. I realized exactly the predicament I was in. After that, I secretly cried by myself. I was so frustrated, so pathetic. To have everyone being so careful around me, I hated it, but there was nothing I could do.
Kotori's hands were trembling as she held onto the hem of her skirt. It looked like the frustration of that time had come back to haunt her. Jeez, Kotori. I feel bad. God.
That's why I came here. The school is full of wheelchair access, so I go there by myself without convincing anyone.
At her school, Kotori can go there by herself and get into and out of the classroom without anyone's help.
But it's no good. A place like school, you can't just go there all by yourself.
It's not just a physical problem. It's a social environment. You can't get by without being involved with other people.
As well as that, is the danger that I might get in a puncture and won't be able to move, or that I can't get into the bath by myself. I'm just so tired of it all.
She murmured as she spoke and looked across the windmill hill to the other bank. The composed forms of the giant windmills seemed to have a calming effect on her. That would be pretty tiring, wouldn't it?
It is, you know. Don't you think that I've tried really hard until now?
I do. I agreed from the bottom of my heart. I can't say that something simple like try even harder. Yeah, that'd be very stupid.
Is the search for new members for the soaring club going well?
Looks like we might be able to do something. I just hope we make it in time, though.
I see. That's good. That weird senior. She's been doing her best all by herself this whole time, hasn't she? It would be terrible for her to stop halfway, wouldn't it? I would like to try flying one day too, in that glider.
Kotori narrows her eyes as she speaks. She looks across to the sky above Windmill Hill. Hey, you, don't really want to quit school, do you?
That's not it. My mom and dad are worried about me too. If I were to quit school and go back home, they would be pleased.
Kotori smiled when she said that, but to me, it looked like she was forcing herself to smile. I sat next to Kotori, just like her, looked at the view of the opposite bank. Before I came back to Kazigarua, I was in a cycle racing club at the school really far from here. When I started to speak, she glanced at me, and didn't say anything while she listened to me. There are sports scholarships with that too, you know. I trained desperately every day, so that I would be exempt from paying tuition fees, and in order to win races. The practice was seriously tough, but riding the bike felt good, so I didn't really feel like such a hard work. Bicycle road races are incredibly tiring. In a big competition, you cycle 100 kilometers in one day.
100 kilometers? That's crazy.
It is, isn't it? Also, you have to go over hills on the way. Hill climb is complete hell. While climbing, I always wanted to give up. But after climbing it, cycling down the hill feels amazing.
Really?
I couldn't tell if Cody was impressed or envious when she responded. That part is fun, so that's why I thought I'd try racing. In one competition, I came third.
That's great. Was that the national competition?
I nod with pride. Actually, that is one of the few things that I can be proud of. Anshan came to watch. I was really happy about that. But then I got greedy. In the first race of the second year, I had an accident. An accident probably not like you. Never mind. No. While in the middle of the downhill section, I was involved with another bike that had fallen down. Of all things. In that situation, I was competing with several other bikes. I was in a hurry to get to the front. It got too close to another bike. Then, the accident occurred. The other bike suddenly lost its balance and I got tangled up with it and hit the asphalt while traveling at high speed. With a bitter smile, I roll up my legs and my pants on the right leg and show her. With that accident, my life as a racer ended all too soon. The scar from the surgery is still fresh. Cody looked at it and seemed to be lost for words. If it were her, she would be able to say that she got away with just this scar. With rehabilitation, I was able to walk again. I now have no problems with everyday life, and the doctor said so too. But I can't ride a bike anymore.
Is that the reason why you quit your previous school?
I nod quietly. I was a scholarship student, so it was hard for me to be there after I withdrew from school, but I could have stayed there. However, my friends from the cycling racing club were there, and I would watch them practicing. While I watched them doing their best from afar, I was unable to live a normal life. My leg recovered after the rehabilitation, but instead, I felt really depressed. I thought it would have been better if I couldn't move at all, because I could have just given up on it. It was painful and difficult, and I didn't know how to handle all of my unfocused thoughts. That's why I came back. I ran away back to my hometown. Somehow, I felt a sense of relief, and I wrapped the story. Now that I think about it, the first time I've spoken to Kodori about this. I haven't even confided in Agaha and the others about this.
Sometimes we feel like running away, right? There are more hardships in life than things we can't enjoy.
The things that Kodori say to comfort me are actually really pessimistic. That must be how she really feels. However, I didn't tell her this because I wanted to be confronted. There are still things I wanted to say. There are some things that I realized from running away. Oh, and that would be? There's nowhere else to go. There's nowhere left to run to? It's like a dead end, but I can't see the way forward either.
There is a way. For you. There are other ways.
I thought I would regret it. Running away, I mean. But it wasn't like that. My hometown is the same as it always was. It kindly welcomed me back.
That's good, isn't it?
That makes it even worse. The warmth of my hometown makes me forget the pain and impatience. It feels like I'm gradually being paralyzed. The pain. The importance of the things that I lost. I'm forgetting them little by little. If I lose that, will I still be me?
You have something. The glider.
Yeah. I'm excited to think I could fly in it. I envision myself flying through the air as I look to the night sky. After that, Kodori looks down. Do you have something like that? And that's where I'm going to end off this episode. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. And I'll catch you on the next one. Hasta la vista, baby.